Good morning, kids. All right, so this morning, actually has nothing to do with either of the cases that I've been covering. This actually has to do with something a little more immediate and something that I think that really needs to be spoken about and awareness sort of spread on your options and things of that nature. And this has to do with this latest suicide of a teenager due to excessive cyberbullying. And I wanted to talk about this because, well, as most of you know, I'm in college now, actual enrolled full-time. And I am minoring in digital forensic technology. And as a result, I am privy, well, not privy, but I know a lot more about certain things than most people do, simply because it's what I'm studying. I have to know this stuff. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this today because I don't want everyone to think that they're stuck with just these few little options, because you're not. Now I'm going to leave a link down below in the description for this specific article. This is out of Texas City, Texas, and it says here, poke myself in the eye first. Family members of a Houston area high school student who killed herself are rallying for tighter laws against cyberbullying. Brandy Vella's family says cyberbullying pushed the 18-year-old over the edge, leading her to shoot herself in the chest Tuesday afternoon at the family's Texas City home as family members watched. Her father, Raul, said she had been receiving abusive text messages for months from bullies using an untraceable smartphone application. Her father said someone made a fake Facebook page of her, creating another cyberbullying medium. Now, I'm not going to read you the whole article here, kids, but essentially, there we go. Essentially, they had attempted to contact police with regards to all of this, and the police told them that they couldn't do anything for them until something actually happened. Here's the thing. That's erroneous information. That's actually wrong on the part of the police and wrong just all the way around it. So let's talk about this, shall we? Because I'm getting sick and fucking tired of kids feeling so hopeless that they're killing themselves. Okay, so let's talk, okay? Most police departments, major police departments, big cities, have a cyber crimes unit. The problem is that in these smaller towns, they don't have the funding, they don't have the personnel, and they don't have the equipment to have a dedicated cyber crimes unit. Not to mention that most of the cyber laws, there's a big issue with jurisdiction and who has jurisdiction. Does it count as a federal crime because it 9 times out of 10 goes across state lines? Or, is it a local issue? What do we do here? Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on there. Most local police departments in these smaller towns will not have a dedicated cyber crimes unit. And 9 times out of 10, the officers themselves are not aware that what's going on online is actually illegal. It's illegal. Do you understand? Kids, you little bullying sons of bitches, do you get that by making a fake profile of someone, you are committing conspiracy and fraud? Are you aware of that? Are you aware that by posting her phone number and that she's available for sex on multiple cyber chat rooms and things of that nature, that you are committing slander, harassment, and assault? Do you get this? You are committing an illegal act. And it is a nationwide law. It's called telephonic harassment, using the telephone to harass, annoy, or otherwise intimidate. And this covers internet crimes. This covers internet harassment because What's the internet but through a fucking phone line? Okay? Are you with me so far? All right, let's go on. Now, if you are in a small town and your child is being harassed or bullied online and you call the police and they tell you there's nothing we can do until something happens, you know, like your kid killing themselves, you actually have more options open to you. I will leave links below in the description to these resources. I don't care if you share this video. I could give a fuck if you share my video. What I care about is sharing the resources. Share these numbers over Twitter, over Instagram, over everything, over Facebook, every fucking medium. Print the shit up and distribute it as flyers if you have to. I don't care. I don't care about my view numbers going up. I care about saving lives. Okay? Now, you can call the FBI. Every major U.S. city, every state in the country has a branch of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Every branch of the FBI has a dedicated cyber crimes unit. So you can call the unit in your state. I'll leave the link down below in the description so you've got it. You can call the cyber crimes unit of the FBI to report cyberbullying, cyberstalking, and harassment. Okay? Now, if you call your local police, they say we can't do anything, fine. That's when you call the Department of Justice in your state. That's when you call their supervisor. That's when you call everybody and their damn sister. And that is when you start restricting your children's online presence. Because unfortunately, this shit is getting bad. And it's only going to get worse. I'm just saying. There are options, people. And there are ways to get stuff done. These cops, all right, look, with a lot of the shit in the media lately, everybody wants to be anti-cop. I'm not. I realize that absolute power corrupts absolutely. And you're always going to get those few fucking dickheads that decide that because they have a badge, they suddenly have balls. But most police officers, the vast majority of them, got into this job to help people. They got into this job because they believed in serving something bigger than themselves. And if that cop won't help you, another one will. You just have to weed through them. It sucks. But would you rather do that legwork or pick out a casket for your kid? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And to the parents of these little bullying sons of bitches, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you not monitoring your child's online presence enough to know when they're pulling this shit? This is wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's fucking criminal. Now, I have a call to action, and I will be making some phone calls and doing some research on how I can get this going in my state. But all of you know that we have different classifications of murder. We have murder 1, murder 2, murder 3, right? I firmly believe that when a person commits suicide as a result of cyberbullying, cyberstalking, and harassment, the person who pulled that shit needs to be charged with murder in the first degree. Because murder in the first degree involves malice aforethought and premeditation. And that's exactly what you're fucking doing. You know good and goddamn well what you are doing. And you chose to fucking do it anyway. You're nothing more than a fucking low-down, dirty murderer. And here's the thing, kids. The kids who pull this shit, the laws are changing. And they're starting to get tougher. And they're starting to crack down more on this kind of shit. And with your kid bullying somebody else until they kill themselves, they could be facing murder charges in the very near future. And there's no statute of limitation on murder. None. Not a fucking one. There is no amount of time between the time that that person kills themselves and the time that that becomes law that can pass that will make it moot. It won't. It won't happen. And why in the fuck would you allow your child to live for the rest of their lives knowing that they caused the death of another person? That's just fucked on so many levels. Don't mind him. He lost his shoes. He doesn't know mommy hid them. So that's pretty much what I've got for this video, kids, is, you know, there are avenues, and you don't have to wait for your local police department to pull their head out of their ass and get a fucking cyber crimes unit. There are other numbers to call. You do have recourse, I promise you. I'll leave the links down below in the description. Thank you all very much for watching, and be safe out there, okay? Mwah.